Hello and welcome to all of you at this platform of Drishti IAS. In today's class, we'll be talking something about the answers. Answers that are required in mains examination. Means that is very important stage for UPSC and very important for the selection in UPSC. You must be knowing that UPSC has three stages of examination. One is prelims. After that, you will be going through the mains examination, and after having qualified this mains examination, you will be called for your personality test. So mains is after prelims, before personality test. In short, it is interview, right? So see, prelims examination, as you must be knowing, that it is a matter of elimination. It is not for selection actually. In this stage, students go through elimination, that they will not be qualified for the mains examination, right? And in this prelims examination is objective. It means that there will be options. Options will be wrong and options will be right. Out of those given 4 options, you have to select the right answer or right option. You don't have any choice. You don't have anything subjective to write about. You just have to recall the things, recognize the option and select that, right? So this examination is totally different. If not totally, then it is different from the mains examination. The approach of preparation of prelims examination is somewhat different from that than that of mains. Here, what it matters, the amount of study, the amount of information, the amount of fact, figure, etc. very important, because these things are asked in prelims examination along with the concepts, understanding that is common with the mains as well. But this prelims examination is more about fact, figure, information, understanding and concepts. Recognizing the option is the basic idea of this prelims examination. But once you qualify this prelims examination, you are done with that. That means the marks that you are getting in prelims examination hardly play any role, does not play any role in your selection. So once you qualify the prelims examination, everything will be done at their side. Their marks is not added to your mark sheet in the final selection. Mains examination is very subjective. It depends on your ability to organize whatever you have studied, whether you are able to recall those or not, whether you are able to arrange those things or not, whether you are able to express those things or not. In all, mains is all about writing skill. Writing skills. Then comes your personality test, that is interview. So we will not talk anything about this personality test. We are not going to talk anything about this prelims as well. We will be talking about this mains examination, the answer writing skill, what should be done, what should be avoided, what makes a good answer, and what can be done to make your answer good, right? These much things are needed to be taught under this topic of mains answer writing program, right? Now, what examiner wants from you through a question and what it wants to check through your answer. Remember that your answer is the representation of yourself. Answer is the representative of yours. That means You are being represented to the examiner through this answer sheet, through this answer. So answer is about your personality. Answer speaks about your knowledge. Answer will speak about your understanding of the topic, expression of the topic, and overall your ability to go in administration or not. This answer of UPSC is somewhat different from academics. In academics, there are more focuses on the theories, the thoughts, the ideas and the person associated with those ideas. But in mains examination, UPSC examination, those things or the name of any person or the theorist are not considered to be much important, right? Until or unless they are asked specially about. Now, answer for civil services examination in mains. In mains examination, as you must be knowing that there are 4 papers: GS1, GS2, GS3 and GS4. If we do not take the essay into consideration, then this GS1 will comprise of history, the subject related to geography and society. Again in GS2, the topics are related to polity, governance, international relation, right? GS paper 3 comprises of economy, science, ecology, environment, biodiversity, disaster and disaster management, and internal security kind of. GS paper 4 comprises of ethics. In today's class, we will be talking about this geography thing, the ecology, environment and disaster management, how to approach for the answers from these topics, from geography, ecology, disaster and disaster management. Now, geography is said to be a subject which can be very marks fetching, and it is equally true in GS as well. In geography answers, even you can fetch 7.5 out of 10 mark. It all depends on your skill of answer writing. It all depends on the skill of representation of your answers, right? Organization of the answers, the sequences that is followed in the sequences that are followed in the answer, right? It all depends on that. So geography is very marks fetching here. In GS as optional, as you might be knowing, but if you are not able to produce your answer in a proper manner, then the marks could be average or sometimes below average as well, right? So what should be done to make our answer good? First of all, for any given question, suppose this is question, any question, right? Then there would be some kind of forward linking. There will be something that is called backward linkage. Right? Forward linkage and backward linkage. Backward linkage somewhat means the background of the topic, the development of that topic, the historical approach, historical perspective of that topic. And forward linkages means the futuristic approach of that topic, and this is your topic. So the best answer is considered, but it is not equally true for all the questions. It depends and it varies from one question to another question. From starting from the history and going uh, up to the future scope of that particular issue, particular debate, particular topic, if they are included in your answer, it is considered to be good. Right. Suppose we are talking about global warming. Global warming. What global warming means? And if they are asked and you are asked to write answer about the global warming, then backward linkage will mean the introduction of global warming, from where this talk started, right? And forward linkage means how long can it go, how long it can be effective to the world, to the human being, to the biodiversity, to the ecosystem, etc. It depends on the nature of question, the kind of question. From global warming, a number of questions can be framed in different ways. So answer cannot be common for every question here. Also remember that there is nothing like perfect answer. There is nothing like perfect answer in civil services mains examination. Whatever you write, you will find that examiner knows something more about that topic than you. So there is no need to go for perfect answer because it hardly exists, right? Answer should be maximum right, maximum good, but how any answer can be perfect? There is no proper format of any answer that this is the end of this answer. Now it cannot be better anymore. This is not like that. So backward linkage is important, forward linkage is important, but remember it depends on the question. Various question demands different kind of things here. When writing for the answer or going for the answer writing in mains examination, what things should be minded? First of all, the structure of your answer, or even before that, what should be done? First, read the question carefully, right? Carefully means read in between the lines the keywords, key sentences, key links, if any, and tail words. These must be identified very well. Tail words is description, explain, right? Examine, evaluate. Such kind of words are known as tail words. So act accordingly what the question is trying to ask from you. Keywords means every question has certain important words, right? For example, if they ask what will be the impact of global warming on Indian women, impact here will be the keyword. Impact of what? Global warming on what? Indian women. Entire this sentence makes the key sentence. The impact of global warming on Indian women. So impact, what will be the causes of global warming? What will be the result of global warming? What will be the impact on India of global warming? So from such sentences, you can find out the keywords. Key sentences and key links. Key links mean what word is related to which word. What is related to what? And it must be understood. It must be underlined. before going to this mains examination, you must be practicing about the answer writing. While practicing for this answer writing, you can make use of such thing, and you can imbibe these things in your answer writing even before going to the real examination of civil services, right? So first of all, you need to identify the uh, tailwords, key links, keywords, and key sentences. That means you need to read the question very, very, very carefully. After having read it, try to make a format in your mind, right? And after having a structure, a fine structure of answer in your mind, what you can do, you can simply put somewhere on the answer sheet as well that these things to be written in the answer. Things to be written. In short, just note down the point. Because at that examination hall, due to pressure, due to lack of practices, due to certain kind of anxiety, you forget. You start writing, then you realize that you have forgotten what you wanted to write. So whatever points are coming to your mind in right way, just note it down somewhere on the sheet. And while writing the answer, associate these things or these points into your answer, right? Second thing, third thing is which makes the answer good is the word limit. Now you have identified what to be written, what points will be coming in the answer, so you are now aware how long this answer can be. So word limit should be taken care of very carefully. Word limit plus minus 10% is okay. If you are asked to write an answer in 150 words or 250 words, then plus minus 10% means either it can be 135 or it can be 165. It is not so important that examiner is going to uh, uh, count each and every word of your answer, right? Similarly for this, 250 words plus and minus 10% will work. Fourth thing, your answer should be always addressing to the question. This is, if this is the question, answer should be around it. Answer should not be here. That means it should not be deviated from your question. Each and every sentence of the answer should be addressing some points of the question or related to that question. This is very hard thing to practice, particularly for the students coming from the humanities background. Why? Because they have a habit. I'm not generalizing it, but what I have seen, they come from a background. Suppose they have a habit of writing answer about history, in geography, in any subject. They are habitual of giving background, and their background is very weak. In civil services, what happens if you are giving background of any topic in very detail, that that means you are going to get a small space for the original content, original demand of this question. So avoid giving a very big background, right? No need to do that. So answer should be addressing to the question at each and every point. These things must be taken care of while writing an answer in civil services mains examination. Now, fifth thing is make examiners work easy. put yourself at the place of examiners and now realize what you want from the students, what kind of answer you will be appreciating, and what you demand from the students in the form of answer. Your answer should follow simple language. Simple means easy language, but obviously it should not be slang language or the language which we use in our daily communication, which include, I mean, it means. These kind of sentences must be avoided in the answer. Your answer should be easy or simple. Second is, make your answer attractive. You can make your answer attractive. Attractive means use of flowchart, use of diagram, use of picture, use of map, especially since we are talking about the geography answers. So these things are very, very, very effective in scoring good marks. Because suppose I'm writing something like this, that means examiner will have to go by words, each and every words, to understand the points, to get the points. And it is not an easy task to read the answers. So wherever possible, just make a flow chart like this. Suppose they have asked the problem in Himalayas. Suppose they have asked what are the problems in Himalayas. So write here problems in Himalayas, ecological problem, economical problem, developmental problem, aesthetic problems, right? These much problems are there. Now start writing your word, start writing your answer, giving out your points here. Examiner or anyone will understand that you will be talking about these dimensions. So dimensions are very important in mains examination, which is not required in prelims examination. These things must be associated, and trust me, it will add to your answer by 50 to 60 more percent. In an answer, without these things, if you are getting 3 to 4 marks, then your marks will be somewhat 6 to 8 when you use the flowchart, diagram or picture or mapping kind of things, right? Third is headings and subheadings. Headings and subheadings. Suppose, again, we are taking the same example, that write impact of global warming on India. If they have asked this question, then what heading and subheading means here? Impact of global warming on India. Right? This is your answer sheet. Impact of global warming. Now, impact on Himalayas. First, here it is. This is the heading. This is called the heading. That means you are addressing this issue in line below. So first, or without even, you don't need to write the number. You can simply put some symbol here. Symbol in the form of this dot, symbol in the form of this line, anything. First is Himalayan region. In Himalayan region, what can be? Melting of glacier, retreating of glacier, melting of glacier, like landslide, flash flood, cloud burst. So first topic, then heading, then subheading. about this. It will make your answer really attractive, right? It will make your answer really attractive, easy to understood, and examiner will appreciate this. So there should be a mixture of sentences, there should be a mixture of points, there should be a mixture of bullets, diagrams in your answer, right? Next, whenever possible, as we talked before, try to link your topic from the historical perspective, from the futuristic perspective as well. So your answer should be in that frame. But remember always that uh, there is no perfect answer for anything. Any answer can be perfect, depending that if you are delivering the content or not. Content here is important. Good numbers has been faced by the students writing answer in bullet points, and good numbers have also been faced by the students who used to write answer in paragraph. But there are some points again to be remembered while writing answer in these two manners, right? So these things in your answer writing, what else is needed to be done? 6 is associate or include some current event, news related to that topic, right? So if you have some figure, fact, name of organization, if you remember it properly, do not make a guess here that according to some organization, then simply do not put the name, do not put this sentence. If you are putting the sentence, then try to make it that according to IPCC, according to World Bank, according to UNESCO, according to UNEP, this has been said, this is happening, this will happen, this is expected, right? If you remember the name of organization, then nothing can be better than this. So try to associate or include the current event, the news related to that topic, not the news that you remember, but it is not linked with the answer, linked with the question. Suppose I have read a news that there is a water crisis in Chennai, and the question is about the socio problem or the social problem arising due to urbanization. Then this question may be, then this information may be important. But if they are asking about what are the problems or what are the challenges that India is facing currently on the front of internal security, then this news is not more important. This should be avoided. It is not linked. If they are asking about Himalayas and if you are talking about the pandas, then it is not going to work, right? So the current news or the information that is related to that question, if comes to your mind, then try to associate that. Associate certain reports, some real figure or facts to support your answer, just to support your answer. Your answer should not be factual, that this much amount of glacier is melting, this much flow of river will be affected, this much amount of population will be affected. It will make your answer really bad. Yes, they are important, but between the concepts, between the understanding, between the lines, you should not frame the line to write those facts. Those facts should be coming naturally in your answer, right? So these things are important. Eighth is whether you should write your answer in paragraph or in bullet points. Now see, anything can be asked, and you may be asked those things to express from 150 to 250 words. So first of all, it depends on question. What kind of question has been asked? Second, it depends the word limit on the word limit. Third, it depends how much you know. How much you know. If you know a lot of things and you have small space, then obviously if you know more and space is less, then bullet will work. If you know less and space is more, then it is advisable to you that write in paragraph, because paragraph writing will occupy more space, and your answer will look at least at the first that you have covered the proper points, you have delivered the proper contents, right? Suppose you know less about any topic and this topic has been asked in 250 words. You start writing it in bullet point, and after having written 2 or 3 points, you don't remember anything. Then the repetition will occur, and this repetition will harm you, obviously. Your answer should not be properly completely in bullet point, that every answer of yours is coming in bullet. Neither it should be in large paragraph. Just try to make 4 or 5 line paragraph, and in 3 or 4 paragraph your answer should be finished. Why? Because writing small paragraph and reading small paragraphs are important, are very easy. And if reading and writing is easy, then you will be paid for that. If you're writing everything in bullet point, then reading 3, 4, 5, 6 points is okay. But reading 20, 25 points is very meshy kind of thing, and no one is going to appreciate. Why paragraph is important? Paragraph is also important because it gives that what is your language. It gives an idea about your language, about your representation skill, about your understanding of words, about your expression of feelings. Everything will be judged, everything will be checked on the basis of your answer. So when you are writing answer, make sure that it should not be too lengthy, it should not be too meshy as well, it should not be boring. Something should be attracting, and there should be a put of attraction in the answer for the examiner. It must be taken care of. Ninth point about this answer writing can be, from starting there should be a flow in the answer. Flow in the answer, right? And this flow, that means suppose you are writing in paragraph. You have completed your paragraph here and you are starting your paragraph from here again. Then there should be a proper link between this ending paragraph and this starting paragraph. It is said that by the end of this previous paragraph, you must be leaving some idea for the examiner that in the next paragraph you will be talking about this point. For example, again, if you are talking about the monsoon, write the basic characteristics of monsoon. You have written the definition of monsoon, and in this definition you have written that monsoon bears various characteristics. Just end the paragraph, and now from here you change the paragraph. If anyone will realize that from the next paragraph you will be talking about the characteristic. This should be linked from starting to the end. it will give you good marks. 10th, the most important point I have taken in last. How to start. Right. As it is generally said that there is introduction, there is body part, and there is conclusion part. See, writing answer at the home is totally different, and writing answer in the examination hall is totally different, because in that time frame you will have so much of pressure that you will forget what is the introduction, what is the body, what is the leg, what is the conclusion, what is the ears. Everything will be forgotten. So not required, this kind of formatting is not required for each and every question. Conclusion is not always required. Not always required. Right? Similarly, introduction cannot be similar, cannot be same. You can introduce your answer. The most difficult part of answer, according to me is how to start the answer. The most difficult part of any answer is how to start it. Once your engine is started, you are half done. Now you can take care of your answer very good. But starting that answer or starting of anything is very difficult. So starting of answer can be by definition, by some quotation related to that, right? Quotation, by some data, by some lines of any prestigious organization. Now it depends. Definition does not always work. Suppose they have asked the question related to earthquake, then it is not advisable to define earthquake until or unless you are asked, because earthquake is very common thing. And if you are going to say that any vibration that occurs in the crust is known as earthquake, it will not make a sense. A sense like it is not. It does not look good for answer at civil services level, right? But when they are asking about seismic gap, then you are required to define those, because seismic gap is not so common. Examiner would like to know that whether you understand this concept or not. Similarly, if the term is very common, you can avoid giving the definition. Otherwise, you can comprise the definition in your answer. Right? Quotation means if the question is inclined towards some philosophy that human takes what it gives to nature, comment, then this is a kind of philosophical question. Although it is a question related to your ecology, ecosystem, but the tone of this sentence is philosophy. You can start writing it by some quotation that there is nothing free in the nature. Everything needs to be paid, and this payment has to be made by human being. You can start writing this. That is the data. If they have asked about that, suppose despite of being rich in minerals, the Indian mineral are not contributing good in GDP. You can make the use of data here if you have proper data from the GSI, from the government, from any prestigious organization. Otherwise, another kind of start will be needed. In the body part, I will advise you to make a diagram, make a flow chart. That suppose in this same question, minerals are not contributing good as per their potential in Indian economy. They are not contributing good, right? So reasons for not contributing: 1 point, 2 point, 3 point, 4 point, 5th point, and it will make your answer really, really, really good. Also in the presentation, also in looking, also in content, also in points, from every perspective, this answer is very good. So try to imbibe all these things in your answer, and I'm sure that you'll be getting good amount of marks, good number of marks, a good number in your answer, and it will be very helpful. It will be very helpful for your final rank, because one single number in mains examination matter. So what all in all you need to know or need to do: practice a lot. My last advice to you: practice a lot. First. Second, read and revise the thing. Read the basic books or your notes that you have made while preparing for your examination. Right? Basic books. And your notes. Try to enhance your information with updation. Right answer. Check yourself. I'm just giving you an idea which work in my classroom, and you can also practice it. Take any question, write the first answer to this. After that, put that answer beside. Write the second answer for the same question, the third answer for the same question, and repeat the things. The fifth, the sixth answer you have written for the same question. Now compare your sixth, seventh answer with the first one, and you will find the difference between first answer and the seventh answer. You do not need any evaluator. You do not need any third person. Be Atmanirbhar, be independent in assessing your answers. It will be very fruitful. It will give you confidence. It will give you idea that this matter can be represented in this way also, this matter can be represented in this way also, this matter can be represented in this way also. So these much things must be taken care of while writing the answer. Practice a lot. Make some points so that you can revise before going to the examination, even before entering the examination hall. Right? Try to think about it. Geography, environment, ecology is very dynamic subject as well as static subject. So you must be updated with the regular informations by newspaper, by some magazines, the websites. The website of Drishti IAS is the best website, I think, for civil services as per the content. Right? And finally, my last advice to you is write in good handwriting. If your writing is not readable and it is a challenging task for examiner that bujho to jane, right, then you will be paying for that. It is like you have prepared a very, very, very tasty, delicious food, and while giving it to someone, you have put some amount of pebbles, in geographical term, pebbles in that, some stones in there, some salt in that sweet. Your hard work will go in vain. So my last advice to you is try to make your handwriting not as good as typing, that you are writing like this, but it should be readable, it should be beautiful, it should be attractive. So in all, your answer, what your answer should look like, if this is the answer sheet of UPSC, this is the question, your answer should be like this, points, this 1 point, 2 point, 3 point, 4 point, 5 point, right? Second page, you have made a diagram like this. Again, you have made some points. Again, write in paragraph. This is how your answer should look like. And if you are able to write your answer in that way, I'm sure that this will be the last answer writing for civil services mains, because you will be getting good marks in the examination, and that will take you to the good rank. So with all these advices, these are the suggestions based on my experiences, based on my information, but this may not be the best thing for you. Do not listen to anyone's advice properly. Do not follow anyone blindly. According to me, this can be marks fetching approach for answers. Something better can be there, and if something better is there, you can take out and you can imbibe in the answer writing. So hope it will make your work easy, and with that, all the best for your examination, upcoming examination. And even if you are not appearing for mains this year, this class may be equally important for you as well. So take care of yourself. See you next time. Thank you so much.